Hello everyone, just a quick update on the camp property here. We've got springtime coming and we've got camping season starting. The creek is looking really nice. We had some really nice rain and it was flowing really great, and I think that helped a lot. It washed a lot of junk out of the creek and cleaned it up pretty good. This is the furthest end of the property, and then we go along the road. I got all this brush here to give a little bit of privacy. Junk pile I gotta clean up. It never ends. A lot of cleaning up to do. Got the well. The yard starting to green up. Mostly just the clover right now. Got the fire pit set up and the picnic table. View of the new leveled backyard that we cleaned up and got all the junk and garbage out of there and smoothed it out. Well, there's still some junk, but we got most of it. Had the guy with the excavator here, he cleaned it all up and sifted through it and got most of the junk out of there and leveled that off so that I can mow and maintain it with the brush cutter and eventually the push mower. It's all clay. It's starting to dry out. It's pretty wet down there still. You can walk on it. It's crusty on top, but still pretty soupy underneath. Yep, fire pit, picnic table set up. Still got some more gravel. Got the power, water, and septic all connected here, so we have it all usable. Got all the gravel in here to make the camper nice and level, and it keeps it from being all muddy. Kayak launch looking nice. Can't wait till it warms up, maybe just a little bit longer. I'll be ready to put the kayak in. Very tempted today. It was like 60 degrees. Got the kayak all ready to go. I'm really looking forward to going. I should have went today, but I had other projects which you'll see. Got the stone for the power and pedestal. The old doghouse there. I store papers in there. Still gotta clean up some garbage here. That I got some papers, but that'll decompose. You might be able to see I did a little bit of clearing down in the hill, down by the creek. You know, starting to have some clover come in. Brush pile from all the brush I was cutting. Got all this. I got all this seeded. Hopefully it'll come in. You can see a little more of the clearing I did down there. That's the best part of what I've started doing this year. Got a little path here. Just starting to dry out. Supposed to get more rain. Clearing all this out. Main reason for clearing this out is this was all vines, and nothing grows other than the vines. And there's covered with trash here. There's broken glass and plastic and all sorts of trash. Once I get all the cut up wood out of here, I gotta start raking through and picking all that up. Beavers are taking that tree down. I have nothing really I can do about it. They've already cut into it quite a ways. I thought about wrapping wire around it, but I don't know if that'll really deter them at all. I don't know. I know I never noticed it till I cleared this area. They'd already cut quite a ways into the tree, and unfortunately, I am almost thinking they might have been cutting into it last year, because I noticed that a lot of dead limbs and rot on it. So that might have been something that's been going on for a few years. But I might be able to get out onto that tree trunk there and sit and cast my pole. If the little tree, there's another little tree that crosses over it, kind of in the way. If that is dead and I can cut that down, I'm not going to cut it down if it's not dead, but it looks like it's dead. It's covered in moss. If it is definitely dead, I'm going to cut it down, and that'll give me a spot to sit and fish off of that tree trunk. I can walk over there, climb onto the tree trunk, and fish from there. And there's the brush pile from cleaning this mess up, which is going to be even bigger when I finish cleaning it up. But I'm thinking I'll probably burn that stuff. Stuck in vines, or vines everywhere. But creek's looking nice. The spring thaw had that creek one time in December, I think it was. The creek was actually over the bank in the backyard over here. There's probably close to a foot of water in where I'm standing now. And a lot less. It was only in this little section. But there's close to a foot of water here. That's how high the water went. And that water rushing through here really cleaned that creek out nice. It pushed all the debris that was in there. Oh, I just saw a turtle. I wish I could have got that on the camera, but the water's looking, it's not as muddy as it was, but I don't know if you can see that, but out there is a turtle. He just barely came up to the surface and disappeared. Oh, okay. But still got more junk to clean up. I had a bunch of paper for starting fires. That all blew around, and I got a bunch of metal there to toss out. I gotta find somebody who'll take some metal and get rid of all that. But got to pick up my tarp before it takes off. This is the backyard. It's all seeded. I seeded it one day that froze really good. Yeah, it's still a little spongy. Yeah, still pretty spongy, but the top crust is dried and it's cracking. So you can walk on it without getting it all stuck to your shoe for the most part. Yeah, it's getting there. Once this all greens up, it'll be nice. I'll be able to take my trimmer and come all the way out to here, and then I can, once I get it smoothed out even more, I can go a little further. Maybe I can go down the hill there, clean up some of this brush and debris. But I'm not sure. Yeah, this is still pretty spongy. If you look down through that spot I cleared, it extends the backyard quite a bit. When I'm done with the backyard, we will have about 264 feet long of a backyard, 264 by, I don't know, 15 to 20 feet wide. So that'll be nice to have that as usable space. Once this grass comes up, if we keep getting the rain we've been getting, I don't imagine it'll be very long. We got the kayak launch there. This is all nice. I cleared a lot of the junk out of here yet last year. I'll probably go through it again. There's a lot of junk, some weeds I want to get rid of. I don't know what them little red bush looking tree things are. I don't know what they call them, but they grow everywhere. You cut them down and a few weeks later they're back again. They grow like crazy. They definitely hold the bank together. I wouldn't mind if they grow all through here, because they slow the water down when it overflows and fills up the creek. They slow the water down, and anything that's gonna, instead of getting washed out, it'll slow the water down and stop everything. So gotta get some tin out of there. There's a couple pieces of tin stuck in the ground. There's a piece of metal over there. I gotta get that out of there, and I think that'll be done for this area. But I do want to extend the backyard all the way to that tree line way past the grass. You see the straight line of trees and brush. I want to extend the backyard all the way to there, flat. That way I've got all the way that way, and then all the way that way. But I appreciate you checking this out. I'm really excited to have this done and be able to start my next season here. Gotta set up the yard furniture. I threw it on the bank when I had the excavation got here. Got some kindling there. These weeds here, they help with erosion too. When water gets high, they kind of hold things back. There's more of those red looking bushes, like they have some kind of like little flower on them. They're really nice. But it's pretty exciting. Get this opened up, cleaned up, get all this trash picked up.